Hiya, I'm out for a walk, and the reason why I'm out for a walk is because I should really go for a walk sometimes. I was in seeing my chiropractor on last Friday, and he was asking me kind of like, cause I've had this ongoing cough and just like annoying chesting for like 9 months, and it's really interrupted my cardio training. I'm hardly doing any circuits. I'm struggling haven't been able to go out for runs and sprints. And he was like, "Are you going for walks?" I was like, no, not really, which seems absolutely ridiculous because like the whole personal training like textbook is based around 10,000 steps per day. If you do your 10,000 steps, you will lose a pound a week, thus be thin by Christmas. Yeah, I've not been walking. So today's Thursday. The kids are with their mum for the next 6 days, and I am kind of free. I only had 2 clients today, 2 personal training clients. I've got 5 clients tomorrow between personal training and sports massage therapy. So I was like, all right, let's go for a walk. So Bonnybridge, where I live, has got loads of like Roman wall, Antonine wall ruins. So that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go explore, get my heart rate up, and have a good time. So I'm at the start of the wall, and I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I can see ditches and loads of trees, so I'm gonna go have a walk. It's quite cool though, in that you know that 2000 or say 1800, 1700 years ago, these ditches and stuff were being built for like expansionist, taking over the world sort of reasons, like the Roman Empire came here. So this part I'm walking on now, this was the road that sits behind the wall, the military road, which I think is so cool that this road was used to transport soldiers around the empire and support parts of the wall that were being infiltrated by, I don't know whether they were Picts or Caledonians, the brutes of the north of Scotland. I just think it's really cool. As I'm walking around here, I can see loads of cool trees for hanging my training rings off, which I didn't bring with me today. But that's definitely something I'm going to do at some point, is come up here and practice some cal. That's the end of the road, because after that it's just farmland and the history is gone, although it will exist in other places, Kirkintilloch and places like that, Bear's Den. But it's just so cool for me. I was born in a city, Lancaster, which was a huge Roman fortification, so following in the footsteps of Roman legions is pretty cool, and the trees are awesome here too. I particularly like this guy. It's not one that we'd want to risk any calisthenics on, but it's pretty cool. Like loads and loads of artifacts still buried to this day. I can't even quite get down because it's so boggy at this bit, but there at the part of the signs it says no metal detecting, and presumably someone owns the land, thus they don't want it metal detected. But yeah, you know what I'm like, I wouldn't bother with that, I would just do it anyway if I could be undetected. But you know, if you find something, you can't make millions if you're not telling the truth, because whatever's found belongs to the landowner. So yeah, if I had a metal detector, I'd certainly be going around, especially I feel in the other side of the wall and the ditch side of the wall, because it's like there would be all sorts of fallen warriors and not their riches but their artifacts to be found. I just think that's really, really cool. So yeah, I'm going to go across there. So this section here is the ditch itself, which I don't know how much you would know about Roman fortification, but the ditch was built in front of the wall. Basically in front of the wall. And it was designed to slow down any enemies as they were trying to get over the wall and into England, or Britannia as it was known, I think. And you can see to this day that it carries water, so it's been well designed to be boggy, and it would have been filled with spears and all sorts of things to slow people down, which is, I'm going to try walk down it if I can. Get across, my feet are absolutely soaking, but I thought the other side of the wall was more interesting because there's loads of like rocks poking out, and that kid in me is always like, what if I find a coin or a sword and stuff like that. Obviously I probably won't, but this is what happens when you go outside. There's a whole world out there that many millions of people have crossed before, but you've not done it. I've not done it. So I'm grateful to my chiropractor this week who's like, are you going for walks? No, I'm not, but I am now. This side of the wall gives you a better perspective because there's the road, there's the canal. That's actually a steep hill, you can't see it on camera, but that's pretty steep. So the wall is here, it's been built up to this, and then if you're trying to invade Britannia, you're like, you can't get in without being seen, because these trees wouldn't have been here, they're just grown later. So once you get up that big bit of the wall, which is really steep, and then you've got 15 feet of expanse in front of you, and meanwhile the Romans are over there on that wall with a military outpost every third of a mile, which means I can be seen right now, and to get into Britannia I'm going to have to go through that ditch. It's not another reason for me wanting to come out for not just a walk, but just to spend time in kind of like luxury. It's because I really wasn't in so much of a healthy place at the end of last year, constantly worrying about money, not having enough clients, panicking that people were leaving. I was living the whole thing in fear. And I think this will be very applicable to a lot of you, whether you're a business owner or not, that by living in fear, I was welcoming in bigger and bigger problems, more things to deal with. And now that, alright, business picked up, which was great, and I had laid some foundations through that fear to be ready for it, I'm also then became so busy, in a way, that I had no time for fun anymore. So here I am, hopefully about to start preaching the balance of that, in that business is good, kids are good, girlfriend's good, everything that I care about is good, and I get to come out on a Thursday afternoon and just walk around and just have a good time because I can. And by doing so, like, the admin will still be there, the education that I need to do will still be there, it's all still there, the household tasks are still there, but I get to enjoy myself. Because I think without that bit, we invite in more problems. So if we're worried about our health, we're going to get health problems. If we're worried about not having enough money, we're going to have reasons to not have enough money. So I'm not worrying today, at the moment, which feels fantastic. I'm welcoming in more luxury, more good times, more good health by being out here walking. And that's probably the closing message for the show. We are what we think. For the show, I'm not doing a podcast. We are what we think. If we think we've got a problem, we're going to get more problems. If we think everything's going great, more great things are going to come. And now I want you to apply that to your own health and your own activities this weekend. Thanks for watching.